Your clients are not hiring you just because they like you, although I'm sure they do. They're hiring you because they believe that you're a good investment in your business and you will help them grow. This episode is all about a powerful mindset shift that has changed the way that I show up in business, stopped me from spiraling, and has helped me step into my true value and my next level CEO self, and I hope that it will help you too. Welcome to the Six Figure Brand Podcast, where each week we're pulling back the curtain on what it really takes to build a six-figure business as an online service provider. I'm your host, Morgan. I'm a branding expert, online agency owner, mom of two, and military spouse, and I'm obsessed with helping entrepreneurs like you understand the ins and outs of branding so that you can use it to grow your business without sacrificing your sanity. Whether you're just starting out or focused on scaling, we're diving into everything you need to build a profitable and sustainable online business. Let's get to it. So, you know that pit in your stomach feeling that you get when you had a great sales call with a dream client, but then they decide to go a different direction, or somebody just ghosts your proposal entirely? It's really hard not to take those things seriously. But I want to share with you today the mindset shift that changed a lot for me and my business, and the quote that I read that kind of inspired that. I wish that I could tell you where I read this. It was on the internet somewhere. I have searched high and low so that I could properly credit the person that I stole this from, and I can't find it anywhere. But the quote is, if someone is paying for your services, they are not investing in you as a person, they are investing in their own business. Let that sink in for a sec, and I'm going to repeat it again. If someone is paying for your services, they are not investing in you as a person. They are investing in their own business. So it might sound kind of silly and obvious, but I first heard that quote a couple years into running my business, and it kind of stopped me in my tracks, to be honest. For so long, I had just really made every time somebody told me no or things didn't go my way mean something about me. I thought that if they didn't book me, it's because I wasn't good enough. If they chose somebody else, it meant that I wasn't experienced or talented or likable enough. And I would guess that that probably sounds a little bit familiar to you too. But honestly, living like that is exhausting, and it's also not true. So when somebody chooses to work with you, they're doing it because they really believe that you can help them get the result that they want. It's not about your personal value as a human being. It's about their goals, their timeline, their business, their priorities. And if somebody chooses not to move forward with you, 9 times out of 10, it's something to do with them and nothing to do with you. So in the rest of this episode, I'm going to unpack what that quote really means and how it can help you untangle your self-worth from your business results. Because imposter syndrome is real. Getting rejected by a potential client really, really sucks. And when you're the face of your brand, it's really easy to feel like every no is a direct reflection on how much people like you or value you, and it can take a hit to your confidence. But I promise you, it does not have to be that way. So we're going to talk about how to stop tying your identity to your client decisions, what to do when imposter syndrome does sneak in, because it will, and how to lead your business with confidence, because building a six-figure brand really is not just about strategy. It's also about emotional resilience, and you need to have both of those things in order to build a successful business. So let's get into it. First, let's talk about the overthinking spiral that I mentioned in the intro. So have you ever posted a call to action and no one's clicked on it? Or you've tweaked your sales page for the 100th time and you're starting to wonder, maybe I just need to slash my prices because this is obviously not working. This is where a lot of us live whenever we're really trying to grow and we get stuck in our own heads and start questioning everything and fiddling with all the things and overthinking and getting in our heads. And then we open up LinkedIn and we start applying for jobs because surely we're not cut out for this entrepreneurship thing. But here's the truth. Your potential clients are not thinking about any of that. They're not evaluating how much they like you, how much you're worth as a person, any of that nonsense that's going on in our head. They're really just evaluating whether this is the right business decision to make and it's going to move them forward towards their goals. That's the only lens they're using, and that's a good thing for you. And I will caveat with, people do hire based on vibes, right? And that's fine. If somebody feels like they're not vibing with you and that's why they don't want to hire you, then that is a bless and release situation, and let them go so that you can make space for somebody else that is going to be a good fit for you. Your clients or potential clients are looking for an ROI, whether that's a return on their time, energy, money, etc. They're not hiring you because they want to give you a pat on your back or boost your confidence. They're hiring you because they want your help solving a problem and they think that you're the right person to do that, which means that you don't have to be picture perfect or always on or doing everything perfectly or any of those things that we like put so much pressure on ourselves to do. You just have to do your job well and let people know that. Your job is to be a smart, strategic business investment, not to be somebody's best friend or like their emotional support person. Unless obviously that's what industry you're in, and that's a totally different conversation. So I want to give you a little peek behind the curtain at what I think about when I'm making a business decision, and maybe this will help you to really internalize some of this mindset stuff that I'm talking. So here are the questions that I ask myself. First and foremost, does this solve the right problem for me right now? So can you do the thing I need you to do? Yes or no? Next is, do I feel like I can trust this person? So that's where the branding piece kind of comes in, and where you are building trust via your communication, your inquiry process, your social media, etc., kind of beforehand. But again, this is about your business, not about you as a human being. Am I going to get an ROI? So is it going to free up my time, increase my revenue, increase my client experience so I get more referrals? What do I get in return for making this investment? Does it fit within my budget? Again, this is a yes or no question. Do I have the money to afford this thing that I'm thinking about investing in? And then finally, is this the right time to be investing in this thing? So am I in the right season in life and business, etc.? Are there other things that are going to get in the way of me like fully taking advantage of this investment? Do I have the time and the brain space? That sort of a thing. So I'm really focusing on ROI, timing, how it fits into the bigger picture of my business. And that's what your clients or potential clients are focusing on too. It has nothing to do with whether I like the person or I admire them. Obviously, I want to like the people that I'm hiring in my business, but that's not the first thing I'm thinking. It really has everything to do with whether their service is the right fit for me and it's the right time and it fits within my budget and it feels like a sound business investment. Your clients or your audience want to feel confident in you. So it's your job to help them do that. And I know we all get stuck in this overly critical headspace where we're nitpicking every single little thing that we do. And I'm telling you, that is not serving you and it's not serving your clients. Your job is not to convince somebody to work with them. So we need to get out of this, like always trying to perform and win people over headspace and start just reassuring them that I've got you. I'm the right person for this. I'm going to be your partner and we can tackle this together, and really coming at them from a space of I've got your back rather than please hire me. That confidence starts with how you show up, how you speak, how you market yourself, how you price your offerings, how you deliver those offerings, and really feeling confident and comfortable in who you are as a business owner. And I know that that is so much easier said than done. But here's the thing. I worry all the time of, oh, people are going to think that I'm like arrogant or overly confident, or I'm going to turn them off or whatever. And you're not. You're just making it easier for people to trust you, easy for them to see the value in your service, and easier for them to feel comfortable making what might be kind of a big, scary step for them. Here's also the problem when you take things too personally. So when you attach your self-worth to a sale, then every single time somebody says no, that feels like a rejection to you personally. And that can really start to eat at your mental health, which I think is something that we don't talk enough about in online business. Then you start to spiral, you second guess yourself, you procrastinate, you make like really weird business decisions out of kind of desperation of like, oh, I'm going to hire this coach or join this project or join this program or whatever, because you're having shiny object syndrome and you're looking for something to fix the way that you're feeling. And that's not going to happen. To be blunt, not everybody's going to hire you, and that's fine. You don't actually want everybody to hire you because you probably are not going to be able to deliver, and they're not going to all be good fit clients. So it's a good thing for people to say no. The more grounded that I think you are in really understanding your own value, then you don't need approval from every lead, and you can start to kind of approach things from the lens that this quote that we're talking about does, where them hiring you doesn't really have so much to do with you. You're valuable whether or not they hire you. It's about the investment that they're making in their own business. So how do you start doing all of these things? Ask yourself, would you hire yourself right now based on the confidence and clarity and leadership that you're showing up with? It doesn't mean faking it. It just means really trusting yourself, owning the things that you're good at, celebrating your wins, talking about the results that you've got your client. Your brand should reflect your value. And that's what we do whenever we're talking about building a super strategically branded client experience, so that you don't have to get in that headspace where you're feeling desperate or really being hard on yourself whenever somebody says no. Because what a really strong strategic brand will do is it will repel those people that are not good fits, and it will also draw in the people who are good fits, who should be investing in their business through your service. I also think it's important when I talk so much about visuals and and branding and showing up on social media, etc. Those are all super important. But it's also important not to lose sight of what actually matters in business. And it's going to sound weird coming from a designer, but it's not really how polished your graphics are or how well your Instagram post performs or if a client decided not to hire you. What really truly matters is, can you get this person results in their business? And I know that the answer is yes. So communicate that. Show up well for your clients. I've got another episode coming out in a few weeks that I would highly, highly recommend listening to. Is all about why the number one marketing strategy in business is to treat your existing clients well. And that's kind of what I'm talking about here. Like, stop worrying about everyone that isn't booking you and start taking care of the people that are. And that's going to help you show up the way that we want you to show up. So to kind of bring us all the way back around to that original quote, when somebody hires you in your business, they are not investing in you. They're investing in their own business. And I know that feels weird because you're saying, well, they're giving me $2,000. They are investing in me. Yes, they are. But that's a business investment for themselves. And you are just the tool or the mechanism. So I hope that's a little bit freeing to you, to give you permission that you don't need to be perfect. You don't have to be all the things to everyone. You just have to be the right person to help them with their one problem that you solve. You are worth investing in just as you are, but somebody needs to feel like their business is worth investing in order to hire you. It's not about you. It's about the transformation that you're going to help them create by offering them your service in their business. So if this episode gave you a little bit of a mindset reset or reminded you what you actually are here for, then maybe share it with your business bestie who could use a pep talk today also. And if you want to tell me what parts of this really landed, I always love to DM with you guys on Instagram at @SpectandCo. Thanks for tuning in to the Six Figure Brand Podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, please be sure to rate the show and leave a review on whatever app you're listening on. And as a thank you, I'll send you coffee on me. Yes, I'm serious. As a smaller show for now, you taking the time to do this makes a huge impact on how we can reach more people and how I can continue to create this content for free. When you take a screenshot of your review, follow and tag me on Instagram at @SpectandCo. I'll send you a $5 Starbucks gift card. As always, don't forget to check out the show notes for any links or resources I mentioned during the episode. Thanks again for listening, and I'll catch you next week.